People often ask about the crossover between ideal parent figures and internal family systems. And they're very different modalities, but they play together really, really nicely. And for example, one area I've been finding, as ideal parent figures is more the core of the coaching that I offer, where internal family systems can play a really beautiful role, is that there can be a lot of resistance that clients will have to imagining the ideal parent figures, or they try to imagine the ideal parent figures and they want to let in some love. That's the direction, and then there's the resistance there. They're like, I don't feel like I can let in this love. It doesn't feel safe. I don't trust them, and this and that. And so I like to start with just the ideal parent figures. Okay, they see you, they see all this resistance, and they're totally okay with that, and help them to just sit with that. And sometimes that can help to move through, and to they see that they are acknowledged, and that can help them to move through that resistance, and then continue with the protocol in a way that's effective and free. But oftentimes no. And there is a great place where I like to bring in internal family systems methodology. And then we locate, okay, what is the part that's resistant to this? Who is speaking right now? And we find and locate that part. And, recently I had a client where we went into um, this sort of thing. Resistance came up around the ideal parent figures. They're like, it doesn't really feel real. And then we speak with that part and say, okay, this part is kind of in a caretaking role. I say, caretaking of who? And the client said, well, caretaking of me, because they wanted me to be happy that the protocol is going right. And it's like, okay, great information for us to have. And we can, we now have something that we can work with. We've gotten to a place of authenticity, of realness of what's happening. And we can now start to work with that part and see, okay, is there, like, what does this part need to feel trust enough that we can go into the protocol, that it's going to be safe, and that they're also safe to speak their mind. Like if something isn't working, that they can speak up. They don't have to just pretend in order to make me happy. And um, that is a really, like, valuable insight that would be difficult for us to attain with just the ideal parent figure modality. So yeah, I think that is one clear way. When resistance to letting in the love from the ideal parent figures comes up, that's a place where I really love to bring this in. It also fits in just in general into the second pillar, because ideal parent figures is actually just one pillar of three pillars. The first one pillar being secure attachment with the ideal parent figures, the second being metacognition and like secure adult behavior, and another pillar is being collaborative um, uh, collaboration with other people. And so I internal family systems for me fits really well into that second pillar, where it's just such a great modality for self-understanding, that metacognition, that awareness of what's going on for you. Is so excellent at being able to break down, like, oh yeah, this is happening for me. There's this part speaking, there's that part speaking. um, I'm a little bit dissociated, I'm a little bit nervous, and those are all just parts of me that are speaking. And here's my true self. And that's such a fantastic way to build metacognition, self-understanding, self-awareness. So um, yeah, so that to me are, a couple examples of how internal family systems and ideal parent figures can just fit really well together.